There's a saying in the smartphone world that whenever OnePlus releases a replacement model, it rarely lets people down. So the real question is, do you like green? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the OnePlus S6T. This phone will officially launch in the global market on December 17th under the name OnePlus 15R. So what kind of flagship experience does the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 actually deliver? If you're planning to switch phones, make sure you hear this out. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to follow along. Thanks for the support. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Mickey from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. OnePlus packaging is instantly recognizable. At first glance, you can tell it's from the same brand family. The value for money here is impressive. Let's open the box. Inside, besides the phone itself, you get a 100-watt fast charging adapter, a thick and sturdy Type-C charging cable, the classic SIM ejector tool, a surprisingly good quality phone case, and some paperwork like the instruction manual, which feels very eco-friendly. The color I'm using is called Shade Green. The back panel uses a silk glass finish that feels smooth and refined. It's lightweight, doesn't easily attract fingerprints, and offers good resistance to scratches and daily wear, making it quite durable. This is paired with a metal middle frame and gold shield glass, which further boosts overall toughness. There's no factory screen protector, but it's still not something you need to worry about scratching during normal use. The large rounded corners around the edges don't just look stylish and a bit fruity, they actually have a fun meaning. The phone can stand upright without support, symbolizing stability and growth. You know what I mean, right? Nice touch. In terms of size and feel, the measured weight comes in at around 217 grams, with a thickness of about 8.3 millimeters. The camera module sticks out slightly, but keeps a flat surface overall. The asymmetrical design means it won't dig into your fingers when you hold it, making it very comfortable in the hand. Looking at the details, the volume and power buttons are on the right side. On the left, you still get the iconic flagship shortcut key that can be customized for different functions. At the bottom, there's the SIM card slot, microphone, Type-C charging port, and speaker. On the top, there's just a microphone. You won't see a visible infrared opening on the speakers or microphones, but infrared is actually built in and integrated into the camera module. It's one of those situations where you think it's one thing, but it turns out to be something else entirely. Completely unexpected, but clever. Turning on the screen, you're greeted by a 6.83-inch 1.5K flat display with a 165 Hz refresh rate. It features newly upgraded eye care technology, including low blue light, reduced flicker, and better eye protection at low brightness. It's especially friendly for long viewing sessions, which students will definitely appreciate. Now let's talk performance. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 uses the same architecture and process as the 5th generation Snapdragon 8 Elite. On Antutu, it scores over 3.56 million points, even surpassing the previous flagship Snapdragon 8 Elite. This is true flagship-level performance. In real-world testing, demanding games can run at native 144 Hz with maxed-out graphics. I've honestly never enjoyed playing shooters this much before. Everything feels incredibly smooth and every second is satisfying. You can clearly feel the difference between 144 Hz and 120 Hz, and it has a huge impact on gameplay. If you want even more smoothness, you can enable ultra-high frame rates and fine-tune image quality and frame enhancements through the side menu. And then there's 165 Hz, which is on another level entirely. Playing fast-paced games on this phone feels almost unreal, smoother than you'd expect from a handheld device. I tested large-scale FPS titles running natively at 165 Hz, supported by a new generation gaming core, the eSports Network Chip G2, and the Aura Touch chip. The touch sampling rate goes up to 3200 Hz, and when combined with controller support and the gyroscope, aiming and shooting feel incredibly precise and fun. The advantages of a 165 Hz refresh rate are especially obvious in FPS games. You're getting 45 more frames per second compared to 120 Hz, which is nearly 3/4 of a 60 Hz display added every second. In critical moments, that means you can spot opponents faster or land extra hits in the same amount of time. It honestly feels like a built-in physical cheat code. When it comes to large open-world mobile games, thanks to a massive total cooling area of 43,940 square millimeters, this phone can easily run at 120 Hz and 1.5K resolution at the same time. Looking at real frame rate stability, it's actually a bit more consistent than the Snapdragon 8 Elite. There's no noticeable thermal throttling even after long sessions, and when holding the phone horizontally, the experience is very close to a gaming console. Lag basically doesn't exist. For those who love playing battle royale games, there's even better news, because 165 Hz can actually be enabled. Combined with a controller, gyroscope support, the stereo haptics, and the X9 motor, the overall control and feedback make gameplay feel much stronger. You can clearly hear sound cues and react faster. If you're into competitive mobile gaming, this phone is absolutely worth trying. Even though skill matters more than the device, using a phone like this almost feels unfair to others. Imaging isn't its main focus, but the results are surprisingly good. The rear setup includes a main camera and an ultra-wide camera. Looking at the sample shots, the IMX906 main sensor is very well tuned. Even in scenes with strong contrast between light and dark, it performs well enough to challenge some imaging-focused flagships. It's especially good at close-up shots, and even at 2x zoom, the image remains bright and clear. The color reproduction stands out, looking clean, vivid, and pleasing, making it easy to take good photos. The ultra-wide camera is only 8 megapixels, but the quality is acceptable and not dramatically different from the main camera. Portrait shots turn out nicely with natural skin tones, smooth background blur, and clear hair details. It handles people photography very well. Thanks to the bright large sensor, night scenes are also handled decently, keeping noise under control. In terms of features, it supports 8K high-resolution shooting, and even after heavy zooming, details remain clear. It can also record 4K live photos, making flowers and moving subjects look more lively and dynamic. Portrait Live mode does a great job of capturing expressions and freezing beautiful moments, especially for kids. There's also Flash Live mode, which enhances the overall atmosphere of photos, and AI Portrait Fill Light that lets you naturally adjust lighting levels. Honestly, if you only looked at the samples, calling this an imaging flagship wouldn't feel out of place. Moving on to other details, the phone packs an 8300 mAh Glacier battery with a capacity that's almost tablet level. It supports 100-watt super fast charging, delivering excellent battery life overall. System startup takes just a few seconds, and the unlocking speed feels well balanced. Daily use on the Ace 6T system is incredibly smooth, almost like wearing a perfectly tailored suit. Transitions are fluid, animations are clean, and multitasking feels effortless. One-tap flash sharing is simple and especially fast for liking and sharing content. Swiping left brings up smart functions with vibration feedback, which oddly feels very satisfying. The updated content portal lets you long press and drag content directly into apps for sharing, making everyday operations more convenient and polished. To sum it up, it's honestly lucky that the S6T doesn't include a telephoto lens. Otherwise, some imaging flagships would probably feel the pressure. I can confidently say that the overall experience reaches over 90% of phones that cost thousands more. Even in competitive gaming, it delivers a true leapfrog experience. The base version of the OnePlus Ace 6T, also known as the OnePlus 15R, starts at 200-399 yuan in China, which is roughly 255 pounds in the UK and around $340 in the US. The combination of Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 and a 165 Hz ultra-high refresh rate feels almost overpowered. On top of that, the massive 8300 mAh battery is honestly hard to believe. At this rate, testing battery life almost feels painful because it just keeps going. The design looks great, the green color is calming, and once you put on the official case, it's hard to put the phone down. Looking at the price, there are really no weak points in the configuration. It's ideal for students and can easily last for years without needing an upgrade. With such strong performance and incredible battery life, the OnePlus 6T or 15R truly feels like a pro-level device. So how would you rate the OnePlus 6T or 15R?